Hello everybody and welcome to Velocitta in Brazil for round 2 of a 6-round season for the Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard. On Saturday, Enzo Elias won race 3 of the Carrera Cup Championship after starting 3rd. Today, after the grid inversion defined by a draw, Enzo will begin 7th and Renan Pizzi will be pole for the second and final race of the weekend. In Sprint Challenge, Raijan Mascarello won from the pole the first race on Saturday, and like Enzo Elias, will start 7th today. Urubatán Jr. will be ahead of the field after beginning dead last yesterday. You will watch both Carrera Cup and Sprint Challenge races here with me, Sergio Lago, and with Gustavo Faldon. Hello, Gustavo, welcome, and we are ready for the second race of the second round.
Boa tarde, Luque Monteiro, Max Wilson, nosso time de gigantes, né? Olha onde eu tô perto do Renan Pizzi, o tamanho deste piloto. Renan, como é que você vai aproveitar essa inversão de grid, agora largando, puxando todo esse pelotão?
Eu acho que tem que fazer uma largada, é uma corrida bem tranquila, principalmente por causa da questão do ABS, mudou muito o carro. Você não pode cometer erros, realmente é um carro que a falta do ABS você tem que estar muito concentrado, travou roda, acabou a corrida, basicamente é isso. Você vai fazer uma largada tranquilo, calmo, bem objetivo, para cruzar, passar a primeira curva em primeiro e manter isso.
Já tá bem concentrado, o calor tá demais aqui, hein, Renan?
Tá, mas tá um dia lindo, maravilhoso, muito gostoso, o Velocitta sempre, né, tão lindo, muito especial.
Boa corrida para você, Luque.
That was Renan Pizzi who started pole for the Carrera Cup. And Gustavo, the word is yours.
Good afternoon, Sergio. Good afternoon to all racing fans watching us around the world. And Renan Pizzi there is going to start on pole because of the grid inversion. He was 7th yesterday in the first race. And he said that he has to do a good start to make a very nice race. And he said that the lack of ABS changed a lot the car. You have to be very focused because if you lock your wheels, you're out of the race, Sergio. And it's a beautiful day, a beautiful sunshine day without any clouds in the sky, basically here in Velocitta, one of the most modern tracks we have here in Brazil, and the drivers love it, and we can expect some great racing, even though it's very hard to overtake here. We can expect some great racing because, as we saw yesterday, the first turn is very dangerous, especially in the start with the cars all close together. So let's see here what awaits us, Sergio.
Yes, Gustavo, and one important thing we were talking about, our broadcast started, and it's the situation of the championship. After yesterday, we have 3 drivers with the same amount of points on top of the standings. There you see the information about the Velocitta, 29 degrees Celsius, 43 degrees Celsius on the track, so that's the temperature for the track, and wind at 12 kilometers per hour with 40% of humidity. Anyway, Gustavo, championship is very tight after 3 races this season.
Yeah, for sure, Sergio, because we have 3 drivers with 54 points in the Carrera Cup. Marçal Miller, Christian Hahn, and Miguel Paludo. All of them are with 54 points as of now. We remember, everybody, that because of the Porsche Cup rules, at the end of the season, the two worst driver results are excluded. So as of now, the 3 drivers are with 54 points, and Alceu Feldman, who is starting second, is with 46.
Yes, Alceu Feldman started. He didn't have a good qualifying session. He finished 11th, so he had to do a race yesterday from behind, but he ended up getting 4 positions. He finished 6th, and for that he will start second in this race. Soon we'll see the starting grid. The cars are already going to the track. Yesterday we talked a lot about, Gustavo, that this is a hard track to overtake, but even so the drivers had a great effort, and I believe we will have a very nice race again today, because yesterday we had so many overtakes. I was really impressed by the skills of these drivers.
Yes, and we have to watch out for the first turn. Watch here the starting grid.
Renan Pizzi is pole for the second race of the weekend, fourth of the season. Alceu Feldman at his side. Second row, Marçal Miller and Pedro Aguiar. After them, Christian Ham and Miguel Paludo. Fourth row, we have Enzo Elias, winner of the race yesterday, and Lucas Salles. Franco Giafone and Giorgio Frangulis topping with the top 10. Then Lineu Pires and Roman Zinkiewicz, sixth row. After them, Rodrigo Melo and Nelson Monteiro. Behind them, we have Edu Menossi and Bruno Campos. Edu Guedes and João Barbosa. And then after, we have Gustavo Farah and Francisco Horta. Silvio Barros and Werner Neugebauer. Pay attention to Werner Neugebauer coming from behind. And Paulo Souza. And I was saying, Gustavo, Werner Neugebauer had problems yesterday, unfortunately. He started from pole position. Now he'll start from the back, and we should expect a great race from him.
Yeah, pretty, Sergio. And he has he's trying to get going in the championship, because he didn't have any points in the first race on the first round in Goiânia, and he didn't have any points in the first race here in Velocitta. So he's trying to be constant, because as we mentioned, there are 3 drivers topping the chart here in the standings with 54 points already, so he has to catch up with those guys. He had a good shot yesterday, he had pole, but he ended up having a problem in his car and had to retire.
Yeah, and at the end of the season, you can discard your worst 2 worst results, but he has already 3 worst results, so it's really something that you have to work on for this championship. But I believe, and I'm sure you believe that too, he's a great driver. He's one of the top drivers in this category.
Yeah, for sure, Sergio. He's one of the best. And like you said, I remember that in Goiânia, Enzo Elias from the Carrera Cup started from the back in dead last in the second race, ended up finishing 5th. So Werner Neugebauer can have something similar today. Let's see if the cars are lining up for the green flag, Sergio.
Yes, everything is ready. You have this beautiful aerial image. The green car is Alceu Feldman, who is second. The other car, blue car, is Renan Pizzi. So Renan Pizzi will be on your right side when you see they start at his side, Alceu Feldman, then Marçal Miller and Pedro Aguiar behind them. Everything is ready for the start of the race. The red lights are on, and that's it. Beginning of the race in Velocitta, and we see Enzo Elias opening there, trying to get an advantage. Alceu Feldman go all the way to the left. He's going to get the first position. Alceu Feldman, no, he loses very hard. Alceu, 4 side by side, unbelievable. This beginning of the race. We have Miguel Paludo on the outside, and Alceu Feldman is first. Great start by Alceu Feldman. Then we see Marçal Miller there in second. A great beginning of the race. Renan Pizzi falls a little bit behind, and Alceu Feldman will have already a problem on the back. Let's check what cars are those, and we see here Alceu Feldman first, then, Alceu Feldman, yes, first, and then we have Marçal Miller second. Great start by Marçal Miller. And Alceu Feldman as well. And Renan Pizzi, he fell to third. Oh, we have there the car from
I think it was
Lineu Pires.
Yeah, but what a great start, Sergio. What a great start also by Alceu Feldman and Marçal Miller, who is fighting for the championship lead here. You can see him putting pressure on Alceu Feldman already.
Oh, look how bad this is. João Barbosa. Problems for him right in the beginning of the race. And Marçal Miller puts pressure on Alceu Feldman. 2 great drivers. Alceu Feldman, he was in need of a good result. Alceu Feldman is 4th in the championship, but the first 3 are tied, so it's a great opportunity for him. and Marcel Miller. With this result up to this point, Marcel Miller would be the new championship leader. Then we have in third Renan Pizzi. Fourth, Gustavo, is Enzo Elias. What a start for Enzo Elias. He started 7th and he's 4th right now. He got 3 positions.
Yeah, I think if we made a count here, Sergio, Enzo Elias is probably the driver with the most overtakes in the Carrera Cup this season, and he wants more. Look at that.
Here comes Enzo Elias trying to get 4th position. 3rd position, probably. Oh, probably that's again. We have the car for João Barbosa. He's going to the pits. We had already seen that car. Great start by Alceu Feldman. I want to see Enzo Elias. He's putting all the pressure on Renan Pizzi. And after then, we have the car from Christian Ham. Miguel Paludo is 6th, Christian Ham is 5th, Miguel Paludo is 6th.
Great start by everyone from the front runners, Sergio, because it was a clean start, as you mentioned. It was a time there were 4 wide there, and we didn't have any major incidents. Also, Feldman locked up the wheels a little bit on turn 1. Let's see how he can handle that, if his wheel has a flat spot, if his tire has a flat spot or not. Because so far, he will have to withstand this pressure for over 20 minutes with these guys in his rear view mirror.
Yeah, I thought for a moment that he wouldn't be able to make it, but he managed to make the third. And look at number 8, Vernon Neugebauer. He's already in top 10. He started last. Wow, unbelievable the work being done by Vernon Neugebauer. He's flying on the track. That's this white car, now white Porsche number 8. Wow, beautiful, beautiful start for Vernon Neugebauer. Let's see it again, Gustavo.
Yeah, and we see there the start. Look at that. 4 cars wide. Alceu Feldman trying to protect his position there, because Renan Pizzi didn't have a good start at the beginning. You look at Enzo Elias going in the grass there. So great start. Look at Enzo Elias. What a start from him. He started really before everybody else in front of him. He almost caused an accident. As you see there, Marcel Miller's onboard view. A lot of traffic. Turn to the left and look at Alceu Feldman. I'll tell you, Sergio, I'd be surprised if there isn't a flat spot in his Michelin tire there. And how is he being able to hold that? We see there the accident right in the first lap, in the first few turns. But great start. Chico Horta there also locking up the wheels. So a lot of lockups here.
Yes, he still has 20 minutes plus 1 lap to survive there, right in the beginning, and he has a very dangerous driver behind him, who is Marcel Miller. Marcel Miller is very fast, and look at Enzo Elias trying to get 3rd position from Renan Pizzi. He wasn't able, and again car number 8 is flying from Vernon Neugebauer. There he is, Vernon Neugebauer. He's trying to get 9th position from Lucas Salles. Actually, he already left Lucas Salles behind. He's after Pedro Aguiar now. So Lucas Salles fell to 10th. And you see a pack there. Go ahead, Gustavo.
I was going to mention the fastest lap so far, Vernon Neugebauer, who's running 9th, 129.6. So he's really flying the track. Look at him.
Yeah, that there we saw the battle between Silvio de Barros and Edu Guedes. Edu Guedes is 15th, and he has behind him Silvio de Barros and Bruno Campos. That's this battle here that you see on the screen. And there comes Silvio de Barros. Silvio de Barros trying to get position from Edu Guedes. He tries one side, now on the inside. In the inside, he might have position. He starts really fast, the main straight at Velocitta. He's coming, let's see, it will be all on the braking zone. Then behind them, Bruno Campos, no! Edu Guedes is able to keep his 15th position. What an effort by Silvio de Barros, but not this time, Gustavo.
Yeah, great maneuver there from Edu Guedes. He's gaining more and more experience in his second full year at Porsche Cup. But there is Silvio de Barros.
Silvio de Barros for position. Now he gets it. Silvio de Barros is 15th, and I believe Bruno Campos also got the position from Edu Guedes. It was a little bit of a mistake by Edu Guedes, and he might have lost 2 positions there. There we see the battle for first. The first 6 are pretty much one pack. The first 7. And then you see behind that Werner Neugebauer is still trying to pass Pedro Aguiar. Pedro Aguiar is a tough driver. It's not going to be easy for Werner Neugebauer. It was easy, let's say, easy in a way for him to get to 9th, but now things will get harder for the driver of the Porsche number 8.
Yeah, and look at this. Let's hear.
O pé nem eu nem o Lineu, que eu não sabia nem quem era na hora.
Yes, we are without his audio, so we want to translate. Let's see if we can listen to him.
Tá bem.
Obrigada, Gil. Luque?
Yes, we didn't have the audio, so we can't translate. But anyway, too bad for to finish the race right on the start. There you see the battle for first position. Still Alceu Feldman now ahead of Marcel Miller. And then Enzo Elias very aggressive behind Hernan Pizzi. Look at how beautiful this view is from where the public can stand to watch the race at Velocitta. That's the general public can go there by the hill. It's a beautiful place. You see more than half of this track, so it's really a wonderful place to attend the race. Remembering, Gustavo, that all the races of Porsche in Brazil, of Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard in Brazil, they are open to the public.
Yeah, and a lot of people came to the racetrack here. Like we said, Velocitta is around 200 kilometers away from São Paulo state capital, so it's a beautiful day, a beautiful day. Look at Silvio Barros locking up the wheels here. So you see the drivers trying to adapt or readapt in some cases to the ABS here, and that has allowed many overtakes here, Sergio.
Yes, and Silvio de Barros now has behind him Bruno Campos, and Edu Guedes fell a little bit behind them. He was defending his position, but he really lost the 2 positions. And you saw Christian Ham there going off track a little bit. He's ahead of Miguel Paludo. Christian Ham is in the 5th position. Miguel Paludo behind him is 6th. And Werner Neugebauer already overtook Pedro Aguiar. So Neugebauer now is after Franco Giafone. Franco Giafone is having a nice race there. He is 7th. Let's see if he can stay ahead of Werner Neugebauer. Very tight race so far. This is the 4th race of the Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard to 2022. And we see there the battle for 2nd position. We see there the battle for 2nd position. Hernan Pizzi. We have a view from the inside of the car of Hernan Pizzi on board.
Yeah, and you see there, the gap is a little wider right now, but every mistake here can be very costly, Sergio, because we have a train of cars here with the front runners, and also Fernando seems to have caught a breather here from Marcel Miller special, but there's still 13 minutes to go and a lot of racing, so he has to watch out. Look at that, how the gap has expanded a little bit. So now also Fernando has a 0.9 gap to Marcel Miller.
Yeah, any mistake of any of these drivers ahead, they really can lose many positions because everybody is so close. Oh, now Alceu Feldman is way ahead of Marcel Miller, and Renan Pizzi is going for Marcel Miller. Renan Pizzi is putting pressure on Marcel Miller. That's the battle for the second position. Enzo Elias fell a little bit behind, just a little bit, but not enough to, to lose ground, a lot of ground, but it might be a problem. Maybe Enzo Elias forced too much his car in the beginning of the race.
Yeah, and for Marcel Miller, he's not in a bad spot here because, like we mentioned, him, Christian Hahn and Paludo started the Sunday with 54 points each in the championship lead. And with this result, staying second, Marcel Miller is going to 72 and still leading solely the championship. Ahead of Alceu Feldman, if he maintains his lead, and Christian Hahn, both with 66 points. And Miguel Paludo is going to 64 points. So Marcel Miller, with staying in second, is still leaving Velocitta as the championship leader, Sergio.
Yes, there we see Edu Menossi. He leads the sport class. He's doing a great work, Edu Menossi, so far. Overall, he is in the 14th position. And what we saw before, Gustavo, is that Zinkevich is getting close to Lucas Salles in the battle for the 10th position. So we might see a battle there. Werner Neugebauer is already ahead of Franco Giaffoni. So Werner Neugebauer is 7th at this point. He's doing whatever he can, Gustavo, to be ahead. And now next driver ahead of him is Miguel Paludo, which will be tough for Werner Neugebauer, but he's really fast. I want to see that. That would be a great battle if he can get close to Miguel Paludo. Oh, problems for Farah. Gustavo Farah having problems. He was 19th, and now he goes off the track. Let's see if he's going to be able to go back.
Let's see here. He tries to go inside there. Yeah.
He was trying to overtake Paulo Souza.
Yeah. I don't know about that because Gustavo Farah saw a window there and Paulo Souza suddenly turned in. I don't know how the race directors will approach this. And look at that. Renan Pizzi.
Renan Pizzi. Problems for Renan Pizzi. He might lose position. Enzo Elias side by side. Christian Hahn on the inside. Christian Hahn might take the opportunity to... Miguel Paludo loses control. A rare spin for Miguel Paludo. And now he's going to be on the way to the back. Renan Pizzi stays in position, but Christian Hahn overtakes Enzo Elias. So what a move, what a moment for the race. Let's see again what happened to Miguel Paludo. He was there trying to get an advantage of the battle ahead of him. Probably he didn't see space enough to wow, and too bad, right in front of the pits. Miguel Paludo losing control. A rare moment for Miguel Paludo, Gustavo.
Yeah, he lost the rear completely by himself. And Sergio, since we've been doing Porsche Cup races here for over a year, I honestly don't remember a mistake like that from Miguel Paludo. So a very, very rare mistake, which can cost him some points there in the championship because he fell to 17th now. So he's out of the points. Wow.
Yes, and we see lots of changes there. We see now Christian Hahn is in third. So Christian Hahn is third and Renan Pizzi is fourth. So Christian Hahn got the position. There we see when Christian Hahn got the position from Renan Pizzi, and yet another problem. That was Werner Neugebauer. Werner Neugebauer. Wow, Werner Neugebauer all by himself. How bad, and he was already ahead of Enzo Elias. See, he got the position from Enzo Elias, side by side, almost side by side with Enzo Elias, Werner Neugebauer. He gets the position, so beautiful work by number 8, but he ended up losing control.
Too bad for what a terrible start of season for Werner Neugebauer, you know. He was having a good race. He started on pole yesterday, so he ended up being unlucky with his car, giving him trouble, giving up on him. So he's starting to climb up the charts here once again, but not a good start of the season for Werner.
Yeah, there he is trying to get back all the positions he lost. He gained so many positions. He got like 14 positions, 13 or 14 positions.
Oh, since the start.
Wow, what happened there? Renan Pizzi. He totally lost the track. He went totally wide. Wow. Renan Pizzi, and now he's behind Enzo Elias. Wow.
His last 3-4 minutes here.
What a nice race. What an incredible race. I wasn't expecting all that, Gustavo. Lots and lots of action.
Yeah, and also Feldman, who's starting being pressured in the lead, is now very comfortable, over 2 seconds ahead of Marcel Miller. Look at that, Paulo Souza locking up his tires, going straight. That's probably what happened to Renan Pizzi as well.
Yeah, so now we have Alceu Feldman, Marcel Miller, Christian Ham, and Enzo Elias. These are the top 4 at this point. Renan Pizzi, he was able to survive. He's 5th right now. He started pole position. He said, Gustavo, any mistake can be very, very costly. And now you see him right ahead of Franco Giaffoni, who leads the sport class.
Yeah, and too bad for Renan Pizzi because he started on pole and now he's running 5th, you know. Very eventful race.
Yeah, so actually just a correction. Renan Pizzi is from the sport class, so he's ahead of Franco Giaffoni. But anyway, that's a good battle there between these two drivers. Five minutes, a little bit over 5 minutes to the end of the race. Then we have one more lap. Each race in the Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard, we have 25 minutes plus one lap. This is the 4th race of the season. We have 6 rounds. Each round has 2 races. First round was in Goiânia, a city located close to Brasilia, Brazil's capital. And now this race is at Velocitta, a circuit located a little bit under 200 kilometers from the city of São Paulo. So this is the interior of São Paulo. We have Francisco Horta. He's from the sport. He's the battle between Francisco Horta and behind him is Francisco Horta. Let me see here. This is Edu Guedes. We actually have there Bruno Campos and Edu Guedes. Show the name of Francisco Horta, but it's Bruno Campos and Edu Guedes. Edu Guedes is number 9, and behind him we have Bruno Campos. That's the battle for 15th position. And behind them is Miguel Paludo. Miguel Paludo trying to get some positions, trying to get some points after that rare spin.
Yeah, and with that spin, surely Miguel Paludo already has one of the results that he will have to discard for his championship hopes. But as of now, he's staying a lot behind because Marcel Miller is climbing up to 72 points, and Miguel Paludo is staying with 54. But there's still a lot of races, a lot of sprint races to go here, a lot of championship to go. And also Feldman, it seems like cruising to victory here, Sergio. 1.7 seconds difference to Marcel Miller.
Yes, he had a great start. It was really an incredible work by Alceu Feldman. Then we have Marcel Miller, Christian Ham also had a good work. Enzo Elias is in fourth, and then Renan Pizzi, who started in the pole position, is in sixth. Behind them is Franco Giaffoni, then Pedro Aguiar. After that we have Lucas Salles. Lucas Salles was able to stay in the top 10 all the time. He's in 8th right now. There's Nelson Monteiro, number 87. He's trying to get the position from Francisco Horta. That's battle for 11th. Nelson Monteiro, who is runner-up for the Carrera Rookie class with 26 points. Lots of drivers this year, Gustavo, they came from the Sprint Challenge. They competed in the Sprint Challenge last year, and now they are competing for the Carrera Cup. So that's really, really interesting to see these drivers going to this class, to the Carrera Cup, and fighting. And they are really drivers that are improving with their skills.
Yeah, and also because of that, Sergio, because we had drivers from the Sprint Challenge a couple of years ago, and they didn't have ABS brakes there, so that's why some of them are used to not having ABS brakes here in Carrera Cup. As Renan Pizzi mentioned, you know, if you lock up your wheels, your race is probably gone. But that didn't happen with Alceu Feldman, as we watch him here, because he locked up his wheels right on the first turn against Renan Pizzi, and he stayed on the race even though Marcel Miller is closing in with a little bit over a minute to go. Seems like the race is in his hands, Sergio.
Yes, everything looks good for Alceu Feldman. Marcel Miller comes in second, then Christian Ham. You'll have 2 laps to go after he crosses the line, because it's not 25 minutes yet. We still have 50 seconds to 5 minutes, to 25 minutes. Marcel Miller leads the race, but Marcel Miller is not that far behind him. He's less than 2 seconds behind Alceu Feldman, so it's not totally impossible, Gustavo. Just Alceu Feldman cannot commit any mistake. That's the point.
Yeah, and as we see there, Mark Miller is holding the biggest BOP with 50 extra kilos in his car, because he is leading the championship. So that's why he's a lot heavier than everybody else, you know.
And he sure will lead the championship again by finishing second.
Yeah, he's going to 72 points, and Christian Ham finishing third. He's going to 70 points, staying behind him. Alceu Feldman is going to 66 points, and Miguel Paludo is staying with 54.
Christian Ham, we see there he started the second race of the season in second and in first, and then finished in first. And right now, before this race, he leads the championship together with Marcel Paludo and Marcel Miller. 2 laps to the end. It will be 1 lap when he crosses the line. So there comes Alceu Feldman. Last lap at Velocitta. 4th race of the Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard 2022. After this race, stay tuned. We will have the 4th race of the season for the Sprint Challenge. Both first races were yesterday on Saturday. Each round has 2 races, and there he comes, Alceu Feldman, for yet more 1 win in his career, ahead of Marcel Miller. Great work by this driver. He was born in the south region of Brazil. He lives in Curitiba, which is a very important business hub in Brazil. It's one of the most important cities of the country.
And he's going for his fourth Carrera Cup win in his career here.
Alceu Feldman, he's going for the last turn at Velocitta. Marcel Miller will be second, Christian Ham will be third. But all the eyes are with this driver of the car number 1, Alceu Feldman, will get the checkered flag at Velocitta, and Alceu Feldman wins the race, starting from second. Great work by Alceu Feldman, getting his 4th victory in Carrera Cup. Marcel Miller officially second, Christian Ham, Enzo Elias, Renan Pizzi, Franco Giaffoni, Pedro Aguiar, Lucas Salles, Inkiewicz, and Werner Neugebauer. There he is, number 8, Werner Neugebauer. A very eventful race for him. He started from behind, he got ahead, he was battling for the 6th position, he had problems, and now at the end he finished 10th. So great work by Werner Neugebauer, and you could see there the family, for the Alceu Feldman's family, commemorating his victory in Porsche Carrera Cup.
Great race by Alceu Feldman.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because he did well at the start. He went all for it because he locked up his wheels. He had to withstand the pressure from Marcel Miller. We thought that it was going to be a closer race, but he managed in the second part of the race to get pace, to get a very good pace. And he totally deserved the win today, and he's very close to the championship lead right now, Sergio.
Yes, I talked to him, Gustavo, and during the presentation for the new Porsche 992 for racing in Brazil. Well, the cars had been presented already, but that's the first time all the drivers had contact with the 992 in Interlagos, and I had the opportunity to talk then to Alceu Feldman. He's a very nice person, you know, very simple, very humble, I would say that, and it's well deserved. I congratulate him for his 4th win in Carrera Cup. Right after this race, we'll have the Sprint Challenge race. Sprint Challenge race, the same that happened to Carrera Cup. The draw that is made after the first race, we had the 7th position, so there was an inversion of the 7th position. And the pole position, who will start first will be Urubatan Jr. alongside Ricardo Fontanari. Let's see now Alceu Feldman leaving his car, getting congratulated. Great work, Alceu Feldman. There he is, the traditional commemoration. Now we have to listen from him, Gustavo, what he'll say after this race. There we have also the commemoration for the first place in the sport class, which is Franco Giaffoni. Now we have Alceu Feldman with Renata.
Sempre esperando aquele tempinho para o piloto tirar o capacete e conseguir falar comigo. Parabéns, Alceu. Que final de semana de recuperação. Essa vitória veio para coroar, né?
É verdade, a gente tinha o carro mais rápido em Goiânia e eu acabei deixando escapar a corrida lá em Goiânia e viemos com tudo para cá. Aí a classificação, eu tive problema, eu não passei pneu no treino e sempre com muita confiança em Deus, sabendo que Deus ia me dar o melhor. Eu tô com um reencontro muito grande com Deus, sabendo que vai dar. Então deu tudo errado ontem, conseguimos ficar em 6º, largamos em 2º, fomos para 1º. Deus tinha que dar essa vitória para nós porque a gente confia muito nele. Obrigado aí, pessoal.
Parabéns ao seu.
Parabéns a todos.
Luke.
Now, so Bell was saying that he had the fastest car in Goiânia, but wasn't able to take advantage of that, and he ended up not winning there. And he said that in qualifying yesterday, he had a problem. That's why he stayed out of the top 10 there, and he started 11th, so he did a recovery race. And he was saying that he was blessed by God to get a win today here in Velocitta.
Now you see the final result. Alceu Feldman was first overall, then Marcel Miller, Christian Ham, Enzo Elias, Renan Pise, Franco Giafone, Pedro Aguiar, Lucas Salles, Werner Neugebauer, Roman Zinkiewicz, then Francisco Horta, Nelson Monteiro won the rookie class, then Edu Menossi, Silvio de Barros, Bruno Campos, Miguel Paludo, Edu Guedes, Lineu Pires, Paulo Souza, and Gustavo Farah. These were the top 10 drivers. Now we have Franco Giafone. Great work by him. And I was mistaken, Gustavo. Renan Pise, he started as the sport class, but now he's in the main one. So Franco Giafone really was the winner for the sport class. Now we see the final grid. Alceu Feldman is on top there, number 1. Then Marcel Miller is on his right side, is number 2. Then Christian Ham. We have Enzo Elias in 4th, and then Renan Pise in 5th. It was a good result for, I was thinking, Gustavo, for Renan Pise. That's Monteiro, that's Nelson Monteiro, who won in the rookie class. It was a good result. Although Renan Pise started in pole, he started in pole with the inversion of the grid. So finishing 5th, it was a good result after all for Renan Pise.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he has to be a little frustrated because it's a tough track to overtake, and you get a good advantage by starting in pole. And starting in pole and finishing 50, it's not that great, but he did well. He unfortunately had a few mistakes there.
Palavrinha rápida aqui do Nelson Monteiro. A quem você dedica essa vitória?
Eu dedico a minha mãe, né, que não está aqui presente, mas eu tenho certeza que está torcendo por mim lá no céu. Essa vitória é dedicada a ela, sem dúvida.
Sempre boa energia, Nelson. Parabéns.
Valeu, galera. É isso aí.
Luque.
Nelson Monteiro is dedicating his rookie class victory to his mom, saying she's not here with us, she's in heaven, but she's rooting for him from up above, Sergio.
Yeah, so it was a great result by Nelson Monteiro. He finished 12th overall. Now we have the sport class there. We have in first, it's Franco Giafone. A great race by Franco Giafone. Really great result for him. It was first place, then second we have Lucas Salles, third Roman Zinkiewicz, and then in fourth we have Francisco Horta, and then fifth in the sport class Edu Menossi. So these were the top 5 for the sport class. That's the commemoration. We have the podium. We at this point that we're watching the podium for the first race for the Carrera Cup, soon we'll have that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cars for the Sprint Challenge are already at the track, so they are ready to start the race, Gustavo.
Yeah, the cars are already hitting the track here, so we got no time to lose here, Sergio. Let's see. Let's wait for the race here. For the green version, Urubatan Jr. will be starting on pole with a great chance here of maybe getting a win here in Velocitta.
Yes, Urubatan Jr. is the pole position. Ricardo Fontanari will start at his side. Still will have one more lap to go before we start the race. Second row, we'll have Daniel Correia and Christian Moore. Then Eyman Darwich and Marcelo Tomassoni. The third row, and Raijan Mascarello, the winner of yesterday's winner will start 7th. There we see, again, as I told you, the first 3 rows. Eamon Darwich and Tomassoni in the 3rd row. Yesterday's winner, Raijan Mascarello, starting 7th. Nelson Marcondes is at his side. Then we have Guilherme Bottura and Vina Neves. Behind them will be André Gaidzinski and Ramon Alcaraz. Then Gustavo Zanon and Márcio Mauro. Piero Cifali and Josimar Júnior. Then Nasser Abultaif and Caio Castro. And Miguel Mariotti will start dead last. So that should be also an interesting race, Gustavo. Yesterday we saw Raijan Mascarello very, very fast, way ahead of the field. He will start 7th. So at least from him, we should expect some action.
Yeah, for sure. And he did a great, wonderful race here yesterday. And usually in the sprint challenges, the drivers are also very aggressive. So no lead is safe here, and you better watch out for the first turn here, Sergio, because you surely bring up a lot of emotions.
Oh yes, like we saw, the 3 races so far that we had this weekend had lots of emotion. This time we have no reason to believe it's different. And they will do yet another lap, so they're going to have another lap. And then we should have the beginning of the race, the start of the race. Another driver I am expecting from some action, there's the pole position, Urubatán Jr., is Caio Castro, who had a great race yesterday until he had a problem, Gustavo, and he will start from 16th, so from 18th actually. He started in the 9th row. So he should put some great driving for us during this race. We see Urubatán Jr. Urubatán Jr. that will start first, then second Ricardo Fontanari. In the championship in the Sprint Challenge Championship, the leader is Raijan Mascarello. Nelson Monteiro, they are fighting for the lead. And again we have the view for Urubatán Jr. We're waiting for the signals. There is Urubatán Jr. Raijan Mascarello, now we have his view. And we soon will have the beginning of this race. This is going to be the 4th race this season for the Sprint Challenge. 19 cars are on the track. We see now, we finally see them aligning. Urubatán Jr. and Ricardo Fontanari are already side by side. On the 2nd row, we see Daniel Correia and Christian Moore. Daniel Correia is behind Urubatán Jr. Christian Moore is behind Ricardo Fontanari. Then behind them, we see Marcelo Tomassoni and Eamon Darwich. All is ready to start the 2nd Sprint Challenge race of this weekend. The red lights are on. They will turn off and we'll have the start of the race. And that's it. Green, green, green. Start of the race at Velocitta. On the right side, oh, we see Eamon Darwich. Oh, we have already an accident on the front straight. And Urubatán Jr. keeps his first position. Fontanari is right behind him. And look at that, lots of, oh, watch out! Wow, what a problem there for car number 33 of Gustavo Zanon. He bears your name, Gustavo.
Yeah, But it seems a little weird. It seems like something with his steering wheel, because he was going from one side to the other of the track. Didn't seem to have any control over the car. Look at that. That's very, very weird. His car, you see there in the front, totally wrecked. And look at Rajão Mascarello, Sergio.
Yes, Rajão Mascarello is already in fourth. Mandarwich, Rajão Mascarello going after Ricardo Fontanari. That's an impressive start for Rajão Mascarello. Very, very aggressive. And Christian Moore right behind him. Oh, look at that. Christian Moore goes outside. Comes back, touches Rajão Mascarello. Wow, this is wild. This is wild. Christian Moore, very, very aggressive. And at the end, he goes off the track. This is crazy, Gustavo Faldon.
I told you, you better watch out for the first lap of this race, because a lot of events here. There's another car. Can't see the number. I think it's
might be
Mariorti.
Christian Moore. No. And we have this is battle for second position. Urubatã Jr. already said goodbye. That's Gustavo Zanon.
Very, very weird start for him. Let's watch here once again.
I wonder if he was touched at some point.
He tried to avoid a contact there, we see. That's very weird, you see there, he's like in the middle of the track, and then another car comes in, closes on him. He tries to get back and go. That's a very weird accident, man.
Yeah, the way he gets back to the track afterwards is the most crazy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we follow Rajão Mascarello.
Great start by Rajão Mascarello. You see him climbing up the field there. Very great start for him.
Yeah, but he ended up losing some of the positions he got on the first turn. But anyway, he got lots of positions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder what happened to Zanon. But it was really crazy the way he came back. Anyway, Urubatã Jr. is first, then we have second Ricardo Fontanari. Mandarwich had a great start, is third, then we see Rajão Mascarello. Rajão Mascarello is right there. That's a driver we gotta pay attention. And behind Rajão Mascarello is Christian Moore. Christian Moore was able to survive those problems. He is fifth right now. And then after him we have Tomazzoni and Vina Neves. Best lap so far for Christian Moore. And Ricardo Fontanari, he's holding second position. Rajão Mascarello is right behind Mandarwich. This is battle for second. Looks to me, Gustavo, that both Mandarwich
exatamente,
and
na área de apoio
Mascarello
aqui, a
are
equipe da
faster
Porsche
than
Brasil está
Fontanari.
correndo para tentar fazer a manutenção necessária para o carro do Zanon voltar para a pista. Vamos ver se é possível.
Yeah, Renata saying that Zanon team is trying to fix his car, as you see here, to maybe get him back to racing. Of course, his race would be basically over. He would just be racing on the track, because as of now he is 3 laps down, so he wouldn't have a shot of scoring any points. But his team is trying to get him back. And look at the difference from Urubatã Jr. 4.5 seconds, Sergio, to Fontanari. And as you mentioned, it seemed like the guys behind Fontanari are having a better pace.
Zanon voltando para a disputa agora. Acabou de entrar em pista.
Zanon is back to the track, but like you said, he's not going to be able to do much. But he's here. I think it's always good when a driver goes back to the track, he has to work on it. There he is.
Yeah, and his car you see there in the front part of his Porsche it surely has damage. And look at the Rajão Mascarello and Mandarwich. We have seen some great battles, and you see there Christian Moore.
Márcio Mauro is out of the race. Márcio Mauro, number 11, is out of the race. It was not a good weekend for him, Gustavo.
No, it wasn't. It was not, Sergio, because he didn't do well in yesterday's race, just finishing in not a good position. So
14th, he finished. Pardon me. He finished. He finished 14th. Yes, 14th. He finished 14th. It was a very bad race. He was a challenger for the pole position. He didn't get the pole, but he was right there. You know, he had a good qualifying session for Márcio Mauro. You see Eamon Darwich right behind Ricardo Fontanari. This is battle for the second position. Eamon Darwich is trying to go from the inside. Will try to get side by side almost with Ricardo Fontanari. Battle for second. Ricardo Fontanari tries on Eamon Darwich. He has position. Again side by side, but Ricardo Fontanari is able to keep second. Eamon Darwich is working hard, and Raijan Mascarello is right behind him. With his eyes on the battle for second position, Christian Moore is behind Raijan Mascarello.
This is correct info here, Sergio, because Márcio Mauro finished second in yesterday's race.
It's very weird because he started 14th in this race, Márcio Mauro.
Yeah, but he finished second. Yeah, I don't know why he started 14th, maybe a punishment or anything, but he finished second in yesterday's race. But he's in the championship standings. He's only 10th with 17 points, though. Not doing very well. Look, Zanon just put up a lap and retired the car. Oh!
That's Christian Moore. That's Christian Moore.
Yeah.
He was in 5th position. Let's see what happened to Christian Moore. No, he had already fell behind. He was actually in 6th position at that point.
Yeah, look at what he done there. Wow, very dangerous position to be facing the opposite way. Very dangerous.
And Eamon Darwich gets second position from Ricardo Fontanari. Great work by Eamon Darwich. Now he's second. Fontanari is third. Fontanari now has to pay attention to Raijan Mascarello, who is very close right behind him. And then we have Marcelo Tomassoni. Marcelo Tomassoni was able to get close to Raijan Mascarello. Let's see again when Eamon Darwich got the position. Great work by Eamon Darwich. Wow. Perfect. Classic overtake.
And we know that Eamon Darwich, if he sees a gap, is going to go for it. And look at Raijan Mascarello trying to go for it as well on Fontanari here, Sergio.
Yes, and Raijan Mascarello knows that Eamon Darwich is opening a gap ahead of Ricardo Fontanari. And there we see Daniel Correia trying to get ahead of the field. Daniel Correia just got the position from Vina Neves. And that's Raijan Mascarello trying to get third position from Ricardo Fontanari.
Ele ainda tentou voltar para a pista, mas não deu certo. Gustavo Zanon, conta pra gente, você conseguiu já entender mais ou menos o que aconteceu?
Renata.
Então, o que eu lembro é que deu a largada, apagou a luz, eu coloquei por fora, tava passando o segundo carro, aí eu senti só um impacto muito forte do meu lado direito, e aí eu não consegui controlar o carro, porque eu perdi totalmente o controle. Eu até tentei voltar, mas o carro tá muito desalinhado, então eu vou frear, ele puxa pro lado, eu achei melhor abandonar aí. Infelizmente, tava tentando aí evoluir, ir para 10º, chegar aí entre os top 10, mas infelizmente vai ficar para Interlagos.
Acontece, obrigada.
Valeu.
Luque?
Yeah, we saw that Gustavo Zanon saying that at the start he just felt a big hit on his right side, and he wasn't able to control his car. And he's saying that his car wasn't doing very well. He tried to get back, but the car was too unbalanced, and he thought it was better to retire his car. And we see there Ramon Alcaraz is having a punishment because he jump started at the start of the race.
Oh, problems now with Nelson Abutaif. This is Nelson Abutaif. We have to see the car behind him. So yet another problem that we are having. That was Gaidzinski. I believe it was, no, it was Piero Cifali. Piero Cifali, the two drivers from the rookie class. And Cifali tried really. And with this, the three drivers from the rookie class had problems so far, which is Zanon, Abutaif, and Cifali. There you have the car for Cifali and safety car.
Safety car. Yeah, because there are debris on the track. You see there are debris on the track, and that can easily put a flat tire or anything. And Urubatan Jr. has to feel sorry for that. You see there, Butaif going to the pits, and Urubatan Jr. surely has something to feel sorry because he had an 8.4 second advantage to Eamon Darwich on the lead, Sergio.
That hurts. That hurts.
That hurts, and the cars will be all closed right now, so he can lose this lead here. Then his race was already in his pocket.
But for us, it will be nice, Gustavo, because we might see a battle for first position. One driver I wanted to point is Caio Castro. Caio Castro, remember, he started 18th and he's in 9th right now. You saw there his car number 22. He's having a great race, and he's behind Nelson Marcondes, Vina Neves, and Daniel Correa. They were having a battle between themselves before the safety car came in. Eu see Urubatan Jr., Eamon Darwich, Ricardo Fontanari, Raijan Mascarello, and Marcelo Tomassoni. So this is the first safety car this weekend, Gustavo. Which is good. It's a very tough racetrack. That's good that we had only one safety car.
Yeah, it's a tough racetrack, but he has a lot of running off areas, big grasses, so the wall isn't that close. So it doesn't bring a lot of safety cars because of that, because it's a very wide track. You see the grass on all sides on the turn, so Major, you were able to avoid a safety car. It wasn't a very heavy accident, but it just brought a lot of debris to the track, so I think that's why the race directors decided to bring in a safety car so that the other drivers won't suffer any consequences or flat tires or anything.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Well pointed, Gustavo. Now we see some images of the race so far. Urubatan Jr. leads the race. He started pole position. He took advantage of the pole position. Then Eamon Darwich, a great race by Eamon Darwich, is in second. Eamon Darwich, who started the race from 5th, so he got 3 positions. Then after Eamon Darwich, we have Ricardo Fontanari. Ricardo Fontanari started 2nd. He's in 3rd right now. Then we have in 4th Raijan Mascarello, who won the race yesterday, and he's in 4th right now. And then Marcelo Tomassoni, he's 5th. That's the position he started in 6th. So he was able to get 1 position, Marcelo Tomassoni. Minutes and a half until the end of the race. Then we have 1 more lap. Lights are out from the safety car, so we have the start of the race. Look at Eamon Darwich right behind Urubatan Jr. Then we have Ricardo Fontanari and Raijan Mascarello. They are going for the last turn before the main straight at Velocitta. We'll soon have the restart of the race. There they are at the main straight. There they go, and it's green again at Velocitta. Urubatan Jr. Great restart for him. Raijan Mascarello in 2nd. In 4th, Eamon Darwich is 2nd. And Ricardo Fontanari trying to get back his 2nd position. Eamon Darwich goes wide. Ricardo Fontanari side by side, and Ricardo Fontanari second again. Great restart by Ricardo Fontanari. I'm sure Eamon Darwich didn't expect for that, Gustavo Faldon. And there comes Rajan Mascarello, trying to get third from Eamon Darwich. He tries on the outside. Go ahead, Gustavo.
And I think, I don't know if it was a problem with the tire temperature, because Eamon Darwich wobbled a little bit there at turn 1. Look at Rajan Mascarello on board. Let's right here on board with him. Right on Eamon Darwich. And as I was saying, Eamon Darwich seems to wobble a little bit on turn 1. It seems like his tires didn't get the enough
Tomassoni.
temperature. Yeah.
Pardon, Tomassoni gets the position from Rajan Mascarello. Wow. Marcelo Tomassoni is fourth now. Rajan Mascarello falls to fifth position. Then behind them there you see Caio Castro working to get positions. Or maybe losing a position, Caio Castro. He's fighting against Daniel Correa. Beautiful camera on the front straight. Then Rajan Mascarello, he's sure really mad there for losing the position. And Guilherme Botura tries to get the position, goes wide, but he ends up getting the position from Josimar Júnior. So Guilherme Botura, 117, gets the position from Josimar Júnior. Still yet another battle for position. Josimar Júnior, I think he gets back. One more driver, Miguel Mariotti is abandoning the race. Too bad for Mariotti.
And Sergio, Eamon Darwich and Rajan Mascarello are looking like they are going to go all in to gain their positions back. And meanwhile, you see Urubatan Jr.'s pace is really good because he didn't look at Eamon Darwich, Sergio.
Yes, I think he probably is one of the most aggressive drivers on the field. If you follow him, you see that he's always trying, he's always doing his best to get positions or not to lose positions. I think personally he's a great driver. He might not be the best driver, but he's one of the drivers who puts the best effort when he's on the track.
Esse final de semana, infelizmente,
Let's listen to Renato.
duas corridas tivemos problema no carro. Na primeira, estourou a correia do motor, tivemos que vir a box imediatamente. E agora na relargada, na hora da relargada, o cara que estava na minha frente freou, eu acabei encostando um pouco nele, eu acho que deve ter dado um furo no radiador. Aí a temperatura da água subiu e imediatamente em box.
Obrigada, Miguel. Luke.
That's Christian Moore. That's Christian Moore there that went off track, and we might yet have another safety car, Gustavo. Look at the situation. He's saying that everything is okay with him, but he's not in a very good position.
Yeah, let's see here what happens in. Yeah, it was a big impact, but hopefully he's okay. And Miguel Mariotti was saying that he had an engine problem there, Sergio. So that's why he had to abandon. Yeah, another safety car.
Yeah, the position is too dangerous there for Christian Moore.
Yeah, and again, Urubatan Jr. had a 3.2 second advantage. Let's see how long this safety car will last, Sergio, because with 5 minutes to go here, maybe the race can end under a safety car. But
No. I'm not going to allow that. It's not going. Don't worry. It's not. No, I'm confident that Christian Moore's car will be taken away really fast. We saw already the tow truck there.
Yeah, and as a big NASCAR fan, as I know you are, Sergio, you would recommend the race directors to put the green white checkered flag, right? If that was the case.
Exactly. Overtime,
yes.
Let's see there. That was Christian. No, that's yet another problem. Some driver there having a problem. Anyway, it's too bad for Christian Moore. He was having such a great race.
Yeah, and he was going on in fourth in the championship standings with 40 points. So that's really unfortunate for him. And as of now, Sergio, Rajão Mascarello would still be leading the championship with 62 points, and Eamon Darwich with 60 right behind him in the battle for the championship.
There you see the leader of the race, Urubatán Jr. He started from first. See, Gustavo, the safety car lights are already off. So we will have the restart yet again. The race couldn't finish with a safety car. It's such a good race, you know. It would be a pity if it would end that way. It is really fast. And I have to say that Porsche Cup in Brazil, they work really well when, you know, taking cars off the track and solving these kind of problems so the race can start. And it should be like that because the race is only 25 minutes plus one lap. So you can't take too long to free the track. Go ahead.
I underestimated the Porsche Cup racing crew there because we are about to be ready for a restart. And Urubatán Jr., who lost 2 large leads here, hope he can keep another big lead here and start really well on the restart, Sergio.
And in the last restart, number 17, you see there, was able to recuperate his second position from Eamon Darwich. Let's see if Eamon Darwich now, you know, he can get yet again his second position. That's a good battle. Then we have Marcelo Tomassoni in fourth and Rajão Mascarello in fifth, and it's green again at Velocitta. Great restart by Urubatán Jr. He keeps easy his first position. Ricardo Fontanari also stays in second. Look at Vila Neves trying to go after Rajão Mascarello. And again, Eamon Darwich doesn't have a good start. Rajão Mascarello, Marcelo Tomassoni also falls behind. Very bad start for Tomassoni, who loses at least 2 positions, and Rajão Mascarello is fourth. Now Eamon Darwich didn't have a good start, but he was able to keep his third position. Marcelo Tomassoni, really bad restart for him, Gustavo.
And Urubatán Jr. suffering also a little pressure there from Fontanari because it should be very frustrating for Urubatán because as we ride here on board with Rajão Mascarello, look at Vila Neves.
Goes wide, Vila Neves. Comes back there, you see Nelson Marcondes with the 199. It's the black Porsche. Nelson Marcondes having... Oh, contact again. It's Daniel Correia, I believe. That was Daniel Correia. Wow. He's going wild, Daniel Correia. I can't believe this race. So many things are happening. And there you see Daniel Correia trying to get position. And behind it you saw Marcelo Tomassoni, Caio Castro right behind him.
Yeah, good race for Caio Castro. He's riding 9th with a chance. Look at again at the accident. Somebody went wide and Daniel Correia hit the other car on the entry of the chicane and hit Tomassoni in the end of the chicane.
Exactly, that was Marcelo Tomassoni. Eamon Darwich going after Ricardo Fontanari, battle for second position.
And that's probably the penultimate lap here, Sergio. So Eamon Darwich will be giving his all. Let's see here, Tomassoni and Daniel Correia. Yeah, Daniel Correia, I think, exaggerated a little bit here.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to make that turn by himself.
Yeah.
The way he was coming. There we have Ricardo. Rajão Mascarello went side by side with Eamon Darwich, but was not able to get the position. Ricardo Fontanari second. He has Eamon Darwich behind him, and then Rajão Mascarello. That's a good battle. Ricardo Fontanari opens a little bit now, but 2 laps to go still. So Rajão Mascarello He still can get positions there. He won the race yesterday. He started from 7th. He's having a great championship. He's having a great weekend at Velocitta. But Eamon Darwich also can get the position from Ricardo Fontanari. On the inside, Eamon Darwich. Not this time, Eamon Darwich. Oh! He loses control, Eamon Darwich. And Raijan Mascarello comes right behind him. That might be the perfect opportunity for Raijan Mascarello. No! Raijan Mascarello also loses ground. And look at Daniel Correia coming crazy here. But Eamon Darwich is able to get back. But Daniel Correia anyway got the position from Raijan Mascarello. And now he's in 4th position. Ricardo Fontanari is smiling in 2nd.
Yeah, Daniel Correia caught Raijan Mascarello napping and almost got the 3rd position here, but there's still a few turns. Let's see if he can maybe surprise us and win this 3rd position from Eamon Darwich, Sergio.
Last lap at Velocitta for the Sprint Challenge. This is the Porsche Cup C6 Bank Mastercard 2022. And look at that, Daniel Correia and Eamon Darwich. And Daniel Correia gets the position, but they're still side by side. 3rd position yet to be seen. Who is going to get this position? Daniel Correia has the inside. Raijan, Eamon Darwich, the touch. Wow, what is going on? And then Raijan Mascarello is looking at Daniel Correia, goes off track. It's pretty much over for him. He's losing lots of positions. And Urubatan Jr. Perfect race for him. Leading from start to finish. Will get one more victory in sprint challenge. And there he gets the checkered flag. Urubatan Jr., congratulations. Behind him we see Ricardo Fontanari. And then Eamon Darwich. Raijan Mascarello tries at the last minute. He doesn't get the position. Then we have Ricardo Fontanari. No, not Ricardo Fontanari. We saw, I think it was Caio Castro. Let's double check. Urubatan Jr. It was Caio Castro, no? Wow, that's incredible.
Great race by Caio Castro.
He started 18th.
Yes, and finishing 5th.
What a race! What a race! What a weekend we had, Gustavo Faldon. It's unbelievable. So many action, so much action here at Velocitta.
Yeah, what a wild finish. And Sergio, in my opinion, we didn't see the replay, but I thought Daniel Correia went over the line there. He exaggerated trying to overtake Eamon Darwich because he went beyond the curve and in the grass. There was no way he could overtake there. So I think if Eamon Darwich wasn't able to finish the race there, Daniel Correia would have to be hold accountable for that. Let's see if the race directors will punish him or anything. But even so, Eamon Darwich finishing 3rd. Great result for him. Raijan Mascarello ended up finishing 4th. And Caio Castro, great race by him. Great race, finishing 5th.
Ramon Alcaraz was the winner for the sport class. And Piero Cifali, who was involved in that accident with a Bultaif, ended up finishing 11th overall, and he was 1st in the rookie class. What a show these guys put to us. What a show. Nelson Marcondes got a great 6th place as well. Let's see Urubatan Jr. He has Brazilian flag in his helmet. Victory by Urubatan Jr. His family, the crew. There he goes. That's it. Congratulations, Urubatan. Work. So we had 2 great races, Gustavo. 2 great races. I think the second race was even better than the first, if that is possible.
And then, especially in the sprint challenge, we didn't have that much of a fight for the lead, but the rest of the field was really close, and it was really, really exciting. So, a great weekend here in Velocitta for the second round of the sprint Porsche Cup Brazil. Look at Ramon Alcaraz, really happy with his win there.
Look at...
He won the sport class. That's called the Ramon
Que alegria,
Alcaraz
Urubatã.
Dance.
Agora conta pra gente, como é que é essa sensação de você estar ali liderando, entra o safety car. Você viu essa vitória dando aquelas escapadas ali. Como que é concentrar a cabeça, ter frieza e falar, não, tá tudo bem, vou continuar segurando aqui.
Antes da corrida, o Sérgio chamou na direção de prova e perguntou para mim e pro Fontonari se a gente queria com emoção ou sem emoção. Pior resposta da minha vida, com emoção.
E teve, né?
Teve muita emoção, principalmente porque eu acho que eu furei um pneu esquerdo na última relargada e vinha perdendo pressão e não sabia até onde aquilo ia. Eu falei, putz, não é possível que uma corrida dessa não vai ser coroada com a vitória. Mas
parabéns.
Tudo certo, obrigado.
Veio, parabéns. Agora é só comemorar. Obrigada.
Bem, obrigado.
Luque.
In Aruba, they're saying that in the last restart, Sergio, he had a flat tire, a really subtle flat tire, and he was losing tire pressure, and he was thinking to himself, man, I can't lose this race after all of this. And he ended up making it to the finish line in first position. So it was with a little bit of excitement there at the end for Urubatã Jr.
Yeah, it would have been heartbreaking, you know. I'm thankful he didn't lose the race because of that, because he had a perfect race. There you see the three winners. Urubatã Jr. overall winner, sprint challenge, then the sport class Ramon Alcaraz and Piero Cifali winner for the rookie class. And that's the final result. Urubatã Jr., Fontanari, Eamon Darwich, Raijan Mascarello, Caio Castro, great race for him. Nelson Marcondes also had a great race. Ramon Alcaraz, André Gaidzinski, Josimar Jr., and Vina Neves, the top 10. Then Piero Cifali, Marcelo Tomassoni, Daniel Correa. What a race by Daniel Correa. End up 13th. Guilherme Botura, Christian Moore, Miguel Mariotti, Nasser, Abu Taif, Gustavo Zanon.
Ramon, foi sofrido, mas deu certo.
Nossa, foi sofrido nisso. 2 punições, 2 drive-thru, mas quando é pra ser, Deus é justo, tamo aqui, obrigado.
Parabéns, Luque.
And Ramon saying that he had a lot of trouble because he had 2 punishment. He was with a lot of suffering, but he was able to win the sport class.
Yes, great work by him. He ended up 7th overall, Ramon Alcaraz. So it was a good result for number 7. Piero Cifali won the rookie class. So these are the commemoration. Urubatã Jr. in first, Fontanari, Darwich, Mascarello, and Caio Castro. Caio Castro had a great race yesterday, and he had a great race today. I think Gustavo is a driver because he started as an actor driving, but he's becoming more a driver. I mean, of course, he always will be an actor, a great actor. He's very famous in Brazil, but he's starting to show that he can be a very, very good driver.
Yeah, and it's an adaptation, Sergio, because that last year was his first full year at Porsche Cup. He was in the sport class in the sprint challenge, and now he's in the main class. So it's just each there's a learning curve. He won overall races last year, so it's just a learning curve for him. He's showing he's a good driver here for the sprint challenge as well.
That's again the images for Urubatã Jr. His total time of the race was 27 minutes, 17 seconds, and 8/10 of a second. His best lap was 1:32.283. It was the best, but it was not the best lap of the race. Best lap of the race was from Nelson Marcondes, 1:31.969. And there you see the winners. You saw again Alceu Feldman, who won the Carrera Cup race. Great effort by Alceu Feldman. And the win for Urubatã Jr. with his son there, commemorating with him, really happy. That was a great victory for Urubatã Júnior. This was the second round, the second race. We saw the second race of the second round of the Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard 2022. So there will be 6 rounds this year. We had 2 already, so we have 4 more rounds for this Porsche Cup C6 Bank MasterCard. And I'm sure, Gustavo, that we'll have great rounds, you know, to see. Oh my God, I didn't see that, Gustavo. But anyway, I'm sure the championship will bring still lots of emotion to us. And there you see the commemoration. And that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. See you all.